Hi everyone, we're Tim and Zena. First of all, happy Korean Thanksgiving to all our Korean viewers. Today we will be reviewing the answer of our guest, An Ting from China. She will be answering an integrated speaking question. If you also want feedback for your answer, please send us your audio or video files for the next week's question at the end of this video. Without further ado, here's a reminder of this week's question and An Ting's answer.
In this question, you will read a short passage about a campus situation and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using information from both the reading passage and the talk. After the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Jake, did you see the new notice on our school's website?
Yes, I did. And I don't think it'll be helpful to students.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, it has a grade criterion, meaning that students with low grades can't apply for it. A close friend of mine, John, has been struggling with his grades ever since he started a part-time job to pay his rent. Students like him won't be able to receive the scholarship, although they are the ones that need it the most.
I guess having a grade criterion for a financial scholarship is a problem.
Exactly. And do you know where the funding for this scholarship is coming from?
No.
Well, the school plans on raising dormitory fees in order to secure a budget for this plan. Many students live in school dorms because they are cheaper than other housing options. So, I think it's unfair that they have to pay for the scholarship.
I didn't know that. I guess it is unfair that students living in dorms have to pay for the scholarship.
The man expresses his opinion about the scholarship described in the text. State his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for expressing that opinion.
Hi everyone, I'm An Ting from China. This is my answer. According to the reading passage, the university is going to give out scholarship to students living off campus. In the conversation, the man holds a negative view regards to this new announcement for two reasons. Firstly, the man states that the application criterion can be a problem for some students who have difficulty balancing study and a part-time job. They may not have the chance to receive the scholarship under the grade criterion, although they are the ones who really need financial support. The other reason is that to secure the budget, the university will charge more from students living in the dorm. The man feels that this will increase their financial burden, and it's unfair for those students to pay a higher rent for the scholarship funding.
First, let's talk about her delivery. There were some parts where the pronunciation was a little unclear. For example, when she said problem and burden. These parts made it slightly difficult for us to understand her answer right away. Because of this, we will give her 3 points for delivery. However, there were no filler words used and the pacing was great.
As for the language used, there were 1 or 2 minor mistakes, but she used complex grammar and sentence structure with ease. Because of this, we would give her 4 points for this category.
For the topic development, she mentioned the reading passage briefly and stated the man's opinion, which is a good start. She moved on to the first reason mentioned by the man in the conversation and explained it very well. I especially like the part where she explained it as can have problems for students who have difficulty balancing their studies and part-time jobs. She then elaborated on the second reason mentioned by the man in the conversation. Because of this, we gave her 4 points in topic development. So, we gave An Ting a 3.5 for this question.
Let's take a look at next week's question. And don't forget, you only need to send us your audio files to get feedback. Thank you for watching and have a lovely week.
We'll see you next week.
In this question, you will read a short passage on an academic subject and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using information from both the reading passage and the talk. After the question, You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
I think this will help you get an image of what the textbook is describing. Most of you would have read the Aesop's Fables in your childhood. It is a famous book, and I also enjoyed reading it. Anyway, it's a story about a fox who yearns for grapes. Let me explain it for the people who haven't read it. A fox went to a grape farm, but he couldn't eat the grapes since they were too high to reach. The fox was really irritated by the fact that he wasn't able to grab the grapes and eat them. He then wondered how he could make his feelings better. After a while, he found a solution. He decided to think that the grapes were sour. Therefore, he shouted to himself that these grapes will be sour anyway, and walked away. This story shows a case where one rationalizes his acts in order to be satisfied. The fox wanted the grapes, but he couldn't get them. This is the irrational attitude to the fox. As he believes that the grape wasn't ripe, his irrational attitude turns into something else. This action will ease his irritated feelings, and this similar circumstances happen to human beings as well. Question: explain defense mechanism, self-rationalization, and how the example used by the professor illustrates the concept.